expansion engine just starting up on live steam. There she goes. Stuart over there in the distance. I thought these engines were meant to knock, all mine do.
Sorry?
I said I thought these engines were meant to knock, all mine do.
No, this one's
beautiful, isn't it?
superbly maintained by a complete idiot.
That's beautiful. Look at that. And that's the sort of speed it would have run at in its working life, is it?
It's a bit slower than it was. I mean, we've got it on steam now, and it's only working on high pressure. And we're running it at about 20, 21, something like that. When it was in service, it would run at 33. We can get you run at 33, but we thought there's really no point.
No, this is good enough, isn't it?
She's an old deer, so we try, look after it. But we run it about, sometimes run it up to about 24, 25. And it's amazing, really. The only noise is the valve gear.
Beautiful. And this is a true expansion engine. That's where you had a large pot and then a bit smaller and a bit smaller, yeah?
Where Davies, that's the high pressure, that's the small one.
Yeah.
The one in the middle is medium. The one at the end is low pressure.
Right.
This machine, when it was built in 1930, it was installed in 1932, so it was built in 1928, 29. And it was the last of the lily shawls, so they got it right by them. They made them. It was so efficient that when the steam came out of the low pressure, it had no power left at all. So downstairs a vacuum pump, and it used to suck the waste steam out by a vacuum through a condenser, turn it back into hot water, and then back to the boiler. So it was running
very efficient
all the time.
Yeah.
But it used every last ounce of the steam energy, if you like.
Yeah.
But you think this engine on its own, because there were three of them, this engine on its own, when it was working, each cylinder, because there's three of them, pumps a ton of water per stroke. So it's at 33 RPM on three cylinders, so there's 100 tons of water a minute.
Yeah. God dear.
To Southend.
That's right, yeah, I remember that.
So it must have had a lot of grunt, you know. People say to us when they look at the board out the front.
I am listening, yeah.
It says, this engine makes 375 brake horsepower. And we have people come in saying, oh, I've got a car in the car park, makes that. And I say, yeah, what sort of torque does your car? They say, oh, 400 foot-pounds. This makes 67,500 foot-pounds. No, it's not about horsepower, it's about grunt.
You wouldn't put your finger in it, would you? It's got a bit quicker, isn't it? If you turn that up, it's got a bit quicker, isn't it? I don't know, just might be optical illusion. It just looks like it's...
Possibly. It's the first time it's been on steam for about 3 weeks.
Right.
So it's probably, you know, settling in and... you know what it's like, all the seals, the valve seals, they're still the original, we believe they're leather.
Oh, right, yeah.
So over a while they're going to shrink, aren't they? And you're going to lose steam.
Yeah, so perhaps as
it gets a bit warmer, they expand and it becomes more efficient. Just when it was in its heyday, each of these engines would run non-stop for 8 months.
Right. Oh, yeah,
so
that's really...
one running continually. another one pot on standby for increased demand, and the third one would be on maintenance. And at the end of 8 months they'd swap them all about, you know. The one that was on maintenance would become the main engine and so on.
What a colour as well.
This one, I believe, as far as we're aware, when they first installed it, 1932, they run it up and somehow they got the valve timing wrong, I don't know how, but the thing ran backwards. And because it ran backwards, the gubbin didn't work.
Right.
And it broke its crankshaft.
Oh no.
I mean, you look at the size of that crankshaft.
Oh no, that took some, yeah.
And it snapped that.
I've got a bit coming out of here. God, that must have taken us. Shows what a force there to snap that.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah. Yeah. A loss amount of power. Believe it or not, how well it was made. All of this was made up in Oakley Gate, which is Ironbridge.
Right, yeah.
They used, as far as we're aware, the original Abraham Darby's foundry casting. Everything comes to the store over there. And on that crane's up there.
Oh, right, yeah.
Which is a mechanical crane. And
Oh, yeah,
it's
yeah.
only got 10 tons.
Yeah.
So this had to come in 10-ton pieces. And it was built, it took 16 months to build it inside it. The flywheel's cast in 2 halves.
Oh, right, I didn't know that, yeah.
This was put together at the factory and run, then taken apart and come down on train, and then from Langford station up on a horse and cart or lorry, all bolted together and away it went. When we first got it on steam, we put the dial gauge on the side of the flywheel and it runs out 12,000.
That's amazing, isn't it?
Over 14.
God, dear.
We thought, that ain't too bad.
Dear, dear.
That's engineering.
Yeah, it is really good, yeah.
And we said, we wouldn't be able to do it now. We wouldn't be able to make it now. We'd have to go to Korea or something.
Yeah. So, cheers, Stuart. Yeah, fantastic. How long do you run it for?
About 15 minutes on the hour, every hour during the day. Believe it or not, we've got a steam raising boiler out the back there that we've got completely stoked up. And to run this thing on just one cylinder, 15 minutes a day, or 15 minutes on the hour. So we're running it 6 times, maybe 7 times, so an hour and a half hours a day. It costs us between 200 and 250 pounds a day.
Surprising, isn't it?
So it's not a thing that we could do all the time, you know, obviously.
Little things could be worse. You could be down there with a shovel, couldn't you?
Out there with a shovel.
Out there with a shovel, yeah. 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 How often do you have these shows? Once a year or more?
Oh no, we have 6 or 7, sometimes 8 a year.
Oh, right, yeah.
The last one we had was what we call steampunk. That was 3 weeks ago.
Oh, right, yeah, we passed that. We went to the beam engine down the river.
Yeah, yeah.
And we come past.
The one before that was the American Car Show.
Oh, right, yeah.
The one before that was Motorcycle Show. So we have them more in the summer than in the winter, you know, obviously. But 7 or 8 shows a year.
I wish I still had my Triumph Stag. I'd have definitely come down one of the car shows.
Christ, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
I sold that a couple of years back. Yeah. Regretted it ever since.
You do, don't you?
Well, a bloke kept on at me, come on Wales. He kept on and on and on and on and on. In the end,
In the end, you said it just to shut them up. Yeah.
I'd had it 5 years anyway, but I mean.
Did yours have the Triumph engine or did it have a rover engine?
It's not a real Triumph Stag without a
I know a lot of
engine.
people put the rover on, don't they?
Well, the V6 as well, the full V6 they put in them.
Yeah.
But no, Triumph, I'm very proud of that. That's beautiful. 91,000 miles. And I changed the timing chains on it myself.
Yeah.
I'm really pleased with that, because that's quite hard to do on them.
Yeah, I can imagine. Yeah.
And I did
They
all
had a
that.
problem with overheating, didn't they, originally?
It was, the castings were bad at the factory. They left all the sand in them and blocked it all up, because they sent them to America first, because they did 2,000 miles and all blew their gaskets. Yeah. So that, whereas they would have competed with the Mustang, they all damn squib.
Yeah.
So they gradually put it all right. I mean, crankshafts are made of cracked metal, so they went as well. But mine was a 1978, one of the last to be built.
Yeah.
And by then they'd ironed out most of the problems.
Bugs out of it,
Yeah, and that was the original engine in there. It never been apart. So, yeah, I've got all the documents with it and everything, all the service history. So yeah, it's a good car. They're still going now.
That was a pretty car, wasn't it?
Oh, lovely. Yeah, they were really good.
Lines.
Lovely V8. The sound of them was terrific. Mine was a manual with an overdrive. But no, it's really good.
A car like that, that's got to be a manual. You can't get away with an automatic.
A lot of them were. Well, they did have automatics.
Yeah,
but,
I know, but it's just.
No, you got to have a manual, especially with the V8.
You have to drive a manual, don't you?
Yeah.
Manual, an auto just sit there and point the thing.
Yeah, I mean, every tunnel you come to, drop it a gear and floor it because of the noise.
Just get the noise.
There's nothing like that V8.
Yeah.
And especially through the exhaust pipe on those, there's lovely big bores at the back, you know.
That's right.
Yeah. Now, I think if a bloke phoned me up and said, "You want it back?" I'd have it.
Oh yeah, yeah.
He keeps sending me pictures of him going up Yorkshire in it, touring the Yorkshire Dales and things. Don't send me any more.
No, yeah. Stop it.
But I love anything old, you know. We do like model steam engines, got a lot of Stewart engines.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, mine are all knackered though because they're too expensive. So I buy old ones and just, if they're still running a little bit, I just tie them right up so they look lovely. But they all knock, you know, because I'm no machinist. Otherwise you'd be paying over £1,000 for some of them, you know.
Well, we went, me and Dave there, and a couple of lads over there, last Wednesday, we got invited to the Norfolk Steam Museum.
Oh, right, yeah.
In Long Stratton, up near Long Stratton, halfway between Bury St Edmunds and Norwich. I forget the village it's in, something St James. But we got an invite because we're in a thing called HEN, the Heritage and Education Network.
Right.
Heritage Engineering Network. And we get invited to go around these places when there's nobody there, you know?
Oh, right.
And we went up to this place and the geezer who owns it, like one man owns it, and he told us he was a consultant and anaesthetist at Barnes.
Yeah.
When he first got into steam. His father was a steam engine man and he was a surgeon as well. And between them they started building up a museum of little engines like this, you know. And he said in the end it took over his life, it became a passion.
Yeah.
And what he's got there, his pride of his museum, is one of the lifting engines off Tower Bridge.
Oh, brilliant stuff.
And it's from that wall there, with the condensers and all that, you know. And it's in steam.
Brilliant stuff.
And we said to him, how much that cost you? He said, nothing. He said, my word was about that I was collecting steam engines and I've got this museum. He said, and people knew me because of my medical history and all that. He said, and when they decided they were going to scrap one of the Tower Bridge engines, they phoned him up and said, if you want it, come and get it. You pay for it to take it apart and take it away, you can have it.
And that's what he did. Brilliant stuff. Imagine that, eh? Good.
Shut me down now.
Oh, right, that's good. Well, not good, but I mean, my arm's aching.
You caught one now, yeah.
Yeah. I can watch it later as well, so.
Yeah, it'll run again at 12.
Oh, that's it, yeah, we'll come and have a look. So there we go, 15 minutes,
yep.
Live steam. Langford triple expansion engine. That's it. Thank you very much.
You're welcome, sir.
And thank you. Yeah,
Glad you enjoyed it.
I did.